Hi, I'm Jana and I need company in New York. Just yap and have the camera around and then see if anything smart comes out of my mouth. And kind of just go from there. Bitch, I'm in New York. I'm doing great. And I'm starting to be so hungry all the fucking time, which makes sense because I make like 20,000 steps every time. Like, even a day where I don't really walk a lot, I think I still walk like twice the amount that I would normally walk. So, me and my stomach, we're healing. Back to my hand tats. Jesus fucking Christ. Not only was it like the most painful tattoo that I've ever gotten, it's also the weirdest healing process that I've ever witnessed. I don't know if that's like because I see it like every second of the day, but it's so crusty. I look like I'm fucking growing mold on my hands. I thought it was infected at one point. It still hurts. Like, it's actually like a big wound. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna sound like I'm from a small village somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains, but I'm not sure what ube is gonna taste like. I've seen it before, I know what it is, but I've never had anything with ube in it. Oh my god, I have boiled eggs. I gotta Google how long they're good for. Okay, apparently I gotta check how the yolk is. If it's like runny, I can't have them. I don't know. Yeah, they're hot as a rock. So, fingers crossed that one is not ruin my day. I'm for real just, mixing a little concoction so aesthetically pleasing. I'm just so glad you can't see the bowl. Somehow it really tastes like McDonald's Big Mac sauce. I'm not complaining about that. So I realized I'm getting old. Stay tuned. But I went to like Soho, Chinatown area yesterday. And I used to love it there. Like, I used to love all the hustle and the bustle, and I really wanted to live like there when like Chelsea or more towards like the city. I mean, like, really in it, all of it. But I can just tell y'all, when I came off the subway at Brooklyn and everything was just slower paced and not like a shit ton of tourists, and you could actually just go and sit at a cafe and you didn't have to make a fucking reservation for everything. And they don't haul your ass out of there within like 2 seconds because you're taking up space. That was a nice ass feeling. I think money didn't matter in New York in general, but like, in regards of New York right now, I would either live at the Upper West Side or like Park Slope, Prospect Heights. I'm a retired city rat, okay? Starting to be a little rabbit that needs more nature. I think being close to the park is like my main point. I don't like the Upper East Side. It looks like so. Somehow the Upper East Side is so like stuck up and clean, and yet so fucking dirty and soulless. I think the Upper West Side just doesn't cater to that. Luckily. Also, I might be biased because when I first lived in New York, I lived on the Upper West Side. So. This coffee is so good. Every time I come to the States, like every fucking time, especially in the summer, or only in the summer, I get sick. I don't get it. Is it the fucking AC? I was gonna like say that it's because I go to New York and obviously my body's used to like 8 million different bacteria crawling up inside me. But I've been having the same issue when I go to Virginia, so I think it might be either the AC, like either bacteria from the ACs or just the fact that it's hot outside and then so cold inside that my body can't handle it. Why are American men either small as fuck, like 5'5" or 6'6"? Do they not come in a medium size? You know what really gets me about the Samaritan Brady episode? Belly Conklin working off the books. Who are you? Also an uncertain visa situation. How long are Americans allowed to stay in the European Union? Does every country has their own law? Is it really that? Do we let them in that easily? Because I almost got deported for wanting to stay the legal 90 days that I'm allowed to stay in the US. I literally cannot spend my time on TikTok because I see like a new, but like I find out about a disease that's like new to me, and I'm convinced that I have it because I've been sick for years now, and I've endured so much medical gaslighting. So I have endometriosis, adenomyosis, and I have SIBO, and nobody takes anything serious. That, and like even with the endometriosis, I've been having the same pains, the same symptoms for like 10 years, and I've always been kind of like told to go and fuck off, right? And so whenever I see like a disease that's like connected to fatigue and a lot of symptoms that I have, which is every chronic disease ever, I'm like, oh, I probably have this. And if it's terminal, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna die. And it's not even my fault. It's just I've been gaslit so much, and all of my symptoms have been ignored for so long. If I would find out that I've had cancer for the past 2 years tomorrow, I wouldn't even be surprised, because I have not been taken seriously by any medical profession ever, period. None, never. So whenever I see those videos, I just keep scrolling far away from them. This is me reporting live from probably my deathbed. I am so nauseous. Like, I thought I had like gastritis or something because I have it like chronically. I have severe IBS. So in order for me to say, oh, my stomach is acting up, and be like genuinely scared, it's like it has to be really fucking acting up. I swear to God, now that I'm like seeing all this content of me, the point that I was trying to get to, I don't have any facial expression unless I tell a story that I like am somehow like emotional about. I don't use my fucking face. It's so weird because when I'm in a conversation with somebody, I think they can read my face exactly when I disagree or I highly agree. But besides that, zero facial expression, honestly. Actually, that I have not been fighting Botox allegations for my entire life. Wait, yeah, I have gotten Botox, but just recently, but just here, so now I can like, oh, wait, how fast does Botox wear off? 3 to 4 months? In New York, staying home is such a choice because there are a million things you could be doing, and then your me time just feels so precious because it's one of the many good choices that you have. While, no hate, but in Cologne, staying at home and not going out to socialize, it sounds like the only choice that doesn't make me want to cringe. This is absolutely not thought-provoking or anything, but I just realized that pics and girl are like kind of like the same when you just sketch them. I don't know why my boyfriend and I have been dating for 3.5 years now, and for some reason I cannot get him out of my head as being my new boyfriend. Like, he's legit been my longest relationship, my best relationship, my most stable relationship. we've been living together for a year, but sometimes I'm still like, oh yeah, you know, I'm now dating him. No, you've been dating him. In fact, nobody else has been more present in your life in terms of a romantic partner than him. What the fuck? Am I gonna marry him in like 2 to 3 years, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, we really rushed into marriage, and everybody's gonna be like, girl, you've been dating for like 7 years. 7 years, so that's actually crazy. I just had an epiphany. I think with him it like feels so fresh, or like just such a short amount of like dating time, because I know how many years are still ahead of us. So right now there's only like such a tiny chunk of what I know will be your future. Oh my god. Wait, is that how you know that he's the one? Did I just crack the fucking code, girls? Pull up pen and papers. I have really bad ADHD, and I'm already looking for my phone all the fucking time. And I got these like sticky thingies that leave the like circles everywhere because people use them to do their fit checks. Unfortunately, now I can stick my phone to every flat, like shiny-ish surface. And I'd be doing that. I don't put my phone down anymore, I just stick it to a wall. That's where I've been looking for my phone for an hour now. Oh, also I caved and finally got a filter. I know the Brita filters aren't necessarily good because there's so many bacteria in there, and it didn't make sense to me how this filter would change the flavor profile of this chlorine pool as water. It does. I can finally drink a piece of it. Honestly, if you don't shower when you come home from the club, especially if you're out in New York City, unless you're blackout drunk. Because if I get that huge amount of shit done, then I'm just gonna have another huge amount of shit that I need to get done. There's no stopping to it. I chose this life. I don't waste, but it's really like my own groceries that make me like miss a place. Like, I really do be weird like that. I don't know. I was so insecure about my age for like the past year-ish, I guess. And then, well, being in New York just really helps because there are people at 35 and they're still out in the clubs. But then also I feel so much older because my prime like partying phase in New York was, I'd say, like at 21. So now when I go, like, I can just tell my frontal lobe is fully developed, and I wish I was still that person.
You sure about that?
But I also don't, if that makes sense. I don't wish to still be 21, obviously, but I wish to have like the confidence that I had at 21, the God complex, because I swear to God, those 2 to 3 years of lockdown, they just broke me. You know what pissed me off? Apple.